Hey everybody, it's Melanie from melodramaticmommy.com.
And hi, I'm Nicole. I am from redlotusmama.com, as well as Two Hot Bloggers and a Bottle of Wine.
And today we are discussing one of my very favorite topics, which is chocolate. And Nicole's going to help us do chocolate and wine and pair them together. So what we've got, and we're very fortunate, we are working with a new company. It's called Pure Dark. And they asked me if I wanted to try some of their new artisanal chocolates. And hello, yes, of course I would. And then I asked Nicole here to come help me because I know nothing about wine, let alone what wines I would want to pair with my chocolates if I were going to do something like a chocolate and wine party, which I think is a great idea for New Year's Eve. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think, especially a lot of people like to stay home nowadays. They like to bring their friends over, and what's better than chocolate and wine together?
Absolutely, because I know for New Year's, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting kind of old. I don't like to go out for the holidays anymore. It's a nice intimate party at home, and an array of chocolates and some wines. I think that's a perfect, nice, low-key but elegant evening to do at home. So let's see. So we're going to try some of these here for you guys, and we've got 4 different kinds. We've got some chocolate with blueberries. We've got some cardamom allspice dusted chocolates, which is totally exotic. They're very good actually. And we've got some dark chocolate covered nibs and some chocolate almond bark. So I'm going to try the cardamom allspice. Which one are you going to try?
I'm going to try the blueberry.
Okay. So this, I don't know if you can see them. This is one of these. It's just a nice dark round, kind of like what you use as a melting chocolate. And it's like in the description it says lightly dusted with cardamom. So it is. There's just a very faint coating here. Breaks nice and crisp, which is good if you're a chocolate snob like me. You want your chocolate to snap when you break it. That's very, very good. It's super subtle and not at all as spicy and overwhelming as I thought it would be. This is excellent. A very good quality dark chocolate.
Excellent. So this is the chocolate covered blueberry. They're just tiny little dots practically, and dried blueberries just covered in the dark chocolate. Let's see, I am one of those people. I love blueberries, first of all, but I also love chocolate-covered raisins. And this is very similar, but of course, the really beautiful taste of blueberries. And that's wonderful. I could probably eat a whole bag of that.
I probably couldn't snack on these two, which would be very, very dangerous. But one thing I like about these chocolates, which I'm noticing, is some dark chocolates can almost be too dark, and they can get a little overwhelming and kind of grainy. And I'm not noticing that here with these Pure Darks at all.
They're very smooth. Definitely very smooth chocolate.
So then, with your blueberries, what kind of wine would you suggest going with the blueberries?
Well, it's interesting. I was doing a little research out there, and a lot of people are doing more growing of their vineyards on old blueberry grounds where they actually used to harvest blueberries.
Interesting.
So you get more of this flavoring of blueberries in the grounds, and there's a really great line of wines. It's a French wine called a claret that actually has a hint of blueberry in it. So if you want to go in that route and stick with the blueberry scents, it's a really good combination. I have to say, if you're bringing your friends over, you're sending them home with a really good, healthy heart because you got all your antioxidants.
Exactly. Look at that.
Yeah.
Not only are we talking about chocolates, we're being heart healthy for you guys.
Heart healthy.
We're so helpful.
We are. I mean, you've got your blueberries, you've got your dark chocolate, and your red wine. What could go better than that?
Antioxidants abound here today.
Exactly.
So then something like this, I would think it'd be a little more challenging if you got a wine, a chocolate that has a little bit of a spice to it. What would you do with that?
Well, I think one really good thing is doing a really nice, spicy hot chocolate, especially it's blustery outside here in San Diego for one of the rare times that we see it. We are. But, if you want a nice, spicy, full-bodied hot chocolate, this would be really good. I know a lot of people do hot chocolates with the pepper.
Very true. Maybe like a chili?
A chili pepper. So this has almost the same kind of sense to it.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
So what about something with a nut in it, the almond?
Oh, yeah. So this is the almond bark. This is also dark chocolate with sun-dried cherries. And let's give this one a go. It's, again, very crisp, breaks really nice. And again, smooth, actually.
Very
not
smooth.
gritty at all. And complements with the cherry really, really well.
Right.
Now, for something like this, around this dark with the cherry, you're going to want to go with a much darker wine. You want to go with something that's not as overpowering in the sweet factor. So you'd want to pair this with something like a Zinfandel or a Cabernet, both really nice dark fruit-bearing wines. It's going to be very full body, so this would go really well with it.
Zinfandel, and it was one of the wines you just recommended. One is a white and one is a red.
Actually, both are red.
Okay.
So you want to go with a red Zin.
I told you I know nothing about it.
Yeah, so I'd go with either one of those. Again, you want full body. Be careful with sweetness. You don't want to go over the sweetness level of the chocolate. You want to be right around the same range. You know, that's one of the things, especially if you're going to go into more of like the white chocolates or the milk chocolates, then you're going to go water. You want to go lighter in the wine, so more white wines. But with these dark chocolates,
so the lighter your chocolate, the lighter the wine.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's pretty easy. Darker the wine. That's totally easy to remember. That's good. So the last thing we have here, these are the chocolate covered nibs. So they almost remind me of, what is that? They remind me of Nerds because they're kind of the right size, same size as Nerds.
Yeah.
So they're really tiny. That's really good. It's got, I don't want to say a spice to it, but there's like something subtle underneath that I really, really like.
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's very good. And with these chocolates, is Pure Dark. Excuse me. They have 3 levels, and so I guess for your real chocolate purists and enthusiasts, they have what's a level 1, which is they call striking. That's 60% cocoa. They have 70% cocoa, which is serious, and then they have stunning, which is 80% cocoa. So I would imagine that what we have here, it probably falls somewhere between the 60 and 70%. Yeah. I don't think we have any of the really heavy dark chocolate, but I think it's a gorgeous line. They come packaged really beautifully, and they present themselves very, very well. So it's gorgeous. I could definitely see this laid out as some type of buffet.
Absolutely.
With your chocolates and your wines. I think it would be a stunning presentation and a great way to celebrate the New Year's. So thank you guys very much for helping me, and thank you so much for coming and giving me a little bit of a wine education, because like I said, I know nothing. And thank you so much to Pure Dark for giving us these chocolates to try. Thank you so much. See you guys soon. And and by the way, we are going to each have a recipe.
Yes.
I'm going to have a recipe for baking, since I like to bake, and that's going to be on my site. And you will have...
I'm going to have a recipe that's going to be cooking with wine, Pure Dark and wine.
Perfect. So look for those on each one of our sites. So again, it's Melanie from melodramaticmommy.com.
And Nicole from Red Lotus Mama and 2 hot bloggers and a bottle of wine.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.